Just as there are two exorcism movies starring Russell Crowe, there are also two disaster movies whose titles start with G starring Gerard Butler. The first movie was Geostorm. It was about what you'd expect. Loud, brainless, and packed full of carnage and family drama cliches. Essentially a mid-2000s Roland Emmerich film without the actual attachment to the man. The second disaster movie starring Gerard Butler was Greenland, a movie that suffered from its 2020 release date and its similarity to the lousy Geostorm. It's hard to talk about them without either you or your audience getting mixed up. To me, that's a shame because Greenland is actually pretty good. In a genre saturated by stupidity, the seriousness and more grounded nature of the movie make it a refreshing watch. Yes, it's a Hollywood movie about a comet hitting Earth that exists in a heightened reality, but compared to something like Moonfall, it's a Noah Baumbach movie. Greenland is a somber movie that doesn't treat worldwide death and destruction as fun, and follows a likable family as they try to survive in a world coming to an end. The most suspenseful scene is not a landmark blowing up, but a part where the family is separated and trying to find one another in a crowd before they miss their plane. It was nice to see an end-of-the-world movie for once not fall into extreme silliness. Well, a lot of people must have watched Greenland on streaming because now we have today's movie Greenland 2 Migration. Gerard Butler and his family have been in the Doomsday Bunker in the title island for 5 years. This might surprise you if you've seen the first movie because a major plot point is that the son has diabetes. How did he survive for 5 years on his limited supply of insulin? The movie would prefer to just move on. The world is mostly uninhabitable due to high levels of radiation left behind by the comet, but the folks in the bunker here tell that the crash site in France might be a safe place where life is making a comeback. They are forced out when the bunker collapses. This scene was interesting to me because the world governments chose the best and brightest of the world for survival. When the movie starts, these eggheads have meetings and talk all sciencey and academic, but when the bunker collapses, they all turn into savages as they run through the radiation-infested land to safety. This says a lot about society. A pretty good scene, honestly. Butler and his family must travel to France to see if the stories are true and if they can build a new life together. Well, some of them. Gerard has a suspicious cough. Here's the movie's big problem. The danger is not heightened enough, and the mission is not urgent enough. The first movie promised certain death if the family did not get to Greenland before the comet hit. Got it. The trouble here is that, while getting to the crash site is a good idea, there's not really a ticking time bomb besides Gerard being sick. They keep encountering friendly strangers along the way who are more than happy to help them out. I just wonder what the rush is. They could probably stay for a few months with any of these people. For the world being over, humanity is doing pretty well. There's a lot of bad guys out there, but it's not like Mad Max or The Road where the world has gone completely mad. Over half of the people they encounter have good manners. I hate to compliment Afterburn, but that world felt more dangerous. Radiation just isn't a good enough villain. The big set piece at the center of the movie is the rope bridge scene that you may have seen in the promotional materials. Frankly, it's a bit over the top and silly. The kind of thing we might have seen in those dumber disaster movies that the first Greenland was not. It did get my attention in a movie that's overall pretty sleepy, gray, and dull. I don't think I'll remember a thing about Greenland 2 Migration in the coming weeks. A completely unnecessary sequel overall. 4 out of 10.